Okay, so we start the session. My name is Jasmine. So I'll be your head of program for DBA for this coming semester. So we only have half an hour, so I'll go through all the important things quickly. So I just share my slide. Can you guys see? Can you guys see my slide?
Cannot.
Cannot. Hold on. Can you guys see my slide?
Can.
Yes.
Yes.
Can.
Okay. Okay, good. So I'll be starting with first slide. So the program briefing. So I'll be head of program. You can call me Jasmine. Okay, so in our diploma program, actually we have two diploma program. We have diploma accounting and finance. So you guys are in diploma in business admin, and we have another one is in diploma in entrepreneurship. So from the slide, you can see that all our diploma programs are accredited. Okay, so I'll make the slide bigger. So it's all accredited, meaning that it's approved by the government. Okay, so now we are in the academic session of April 2020. So your next semester will be on August 2020. And for your information, 1 year, we have 3 semesters, short, long. Normally in January, we are having a short semester. April and August, we are having long semester. So I'll go through under what's the important things under the DBA, Diploma in Business Administration. Okay. So under this DBA, there are a few things or few subjects that require prerequisite. Prerequisite means you must pass this subject in order for you to take another subject. For example, like investment. Principal investment, FIN 1-2, you must pass principal investment before you can take financial management. Like business law, you must pass business law before you can take company law. Same thing go with macroeconomics. You must pass micro in order for you to go for macroeconomics. Like business mathematics, you must pass this module before you can go for statistics and numerical. And for principal marketing, for you to go for marketing management. So this one you must bear in mind. Make sure you can pass the prerequisite subject so that you can move on to the second subject. So this few you must take note. But don't worry, all the slides will be uploaded later on. And all module is up to 6 semesters. Beside the core common subject, you guys also need to take another subject that we call MPU4, which is called the Mata Pelajaran Umum. We start to do this MPU4 starting this semester. Actually, it's a community service project. For this MPU4, you do not need to sit for any exam. So we just do some community service project like the CSR, that you go recycling, or can go provide community service, clean up the old folks' home, or etc. So normally MPU4 is only offered in semester 6 or semester 7, and you guys do it in group. Okay, so there will be no exam for MPU4. Okay, for diploma, before COVID-19, this is our actual structure. So students are assessed through 2 components. One is coursework, another one is final exam. That is before the COVID-19. So under coursework, normally you guys need to do 20% of assignment. Assignment is like the coursework. You need to sit for progress tests, which consists of 20%. And you guys need to sit for quizzes. 1 to 2 quizzes that contribute to 10%. So from coursework here, you can see 20 plus 20 plus 10. Actually, it comprises of 50%. And the final exam, 50%. So total up is 50%. That is for normal situations. But now, due to the COVID-19, we made some changes. So this is the special arrangement for this semester only. So only for April 2020. So because you are unable to come to class, we are doing all this online. Therefore, we change the structure. So for this semester, you do not sit for PT, progress test. You do not need to sit for quizzes. All you need to do is under coursework. You need to do individual assignment that consists of 30%, group assignment 40%. So you can see that coursework alone, it consists of 70%, and the final exam is only 30%. And for this semester only, we're doing our final examinations online as well. Okay, so you guys need to put more effort in the coursework because it consists of 70%. But bear in mind, for the 70% coursework and final exam is only applicable for subjects like your principal account, your BCom, your fundamental computing, and also your Malaysian study. For subjects like mathematics, business maths. So business math, because it requires less theoretical, so you can see from the slide for the coursework under individual tutorial and group assignment is actually very high, which is 80%, and the final exam is only 20%. So you guys need to put more effort in the assignment because it's 80%, and you can score really well for this semester because our main focus is on the coursework. Remember, only for April 2020 sessions. So after the COVID-19 is over, we will back to the normal arrangement. You have PT, quizzes, coursework, and 50% off as a final exam. Okay, so every student, you must sit for final exam. So you must achieve 40% and above to pass each of the subjects. So meaning that your coursework and your final exam add up must be 40%. Then you can pass that module. Okay, just now I mentioned that we have 3 semesters in a year, short, long. So long semester normally is for 14 weeks terms, 4 to 6 subjects per semester, maximum credit hour, 20 credit hour. So I will make sure that you guys do not exceed 20 credit hours. For April sessions is like this current semester, April to July until August. For August session is August until December. And for short semester, you can see that the difference is short semester, we only have 3 weeks terms. So for short semester, we only offer 2 to 3 subjects per semester, maximum 10 credit hour. So, and for January sessions, normally it's from January to March, which is normally very close to our Chinese New Year. So it's a very rush semester normally for short sem. So you must complete your coursework in a shorter period of time. But that one, don't worry, you are in long semester at the moment. So next, I move on to the subject registration. So for this semester, you are new students, you are going through the orientation, but for next semester, you are considered as our current student, so you have subject registration. The enrollment for every semester takes place 1 week before the commencement of the new semester. So meaning that before the new semester starts, so you guys need to come back to FAM and do your subject registrations, which will be announced in the e-learning. So the student will be informed the schedule of the subject registrations through e-learning and CMS student portal. So don't worry, you can always check all this information using e-learning, and you'll be also receiving email. The student name will not appear in the attendance list if not registration is done. So meaning that if you did not do your registrations, your name will not be appear. No late enrollment will be allowed after 2 weeks of commencement of the semester. So if you guys have any question, you can always check, okay, and ask later on. For class attendance, students who are absent for 3 classes will be barred from taking final exam. So meaning that you have 14 classes, you can only absent maximum 3. If not, you'll be barred for final exam. If you are being barred for final exam, make sure it means you sure fail, because you must take final exam in order for you to pass. So remember, you must keep your attendance nicely. Make sure you don't exceed. And for FAM International College, we have leave of absence. So meaning that if you want to apply for absence, you have to follow this step. Number one, application for absent class form must be filled. After you fill in the form, you must get the approval from the subject lecturer, meaning that you ask your subject lecturer to sign the form. So if you are sick, you need to attach with the medical certificate or MC. If you are going for traveling, you need to attach your flight itinerary. But bear in mind, for flight itinerary, if you go traveling, we only accept one time, absent with reason. So every semester, you can only go for traveling with absent with reason for one time. Remember, only one time. So this is how the absent form look like. Okay, so after this one, if you apply for absent, you can always fill in this form. And after that, you can see the lecturer acknowledgement. So make sure that you ask the lecturer to sign, and then you pass it to me. Okay, so our grading system here in PAM. So here we have a range of category: fail, pass, credit, and distinctions. Okay, from here you can see pass is 40 mark you can pass. But in order for you to get distinctions, you must score at least 75. And for those that apply for PT/PTN, your minimum CGPA is 2.0. 2.0 here, you can see 50 to 54 is considered C. So if you apply for PT/PTN, make sure for every subject you can score a minimum of 50 marks. Okay. Okay, so example, diploma evaluation. For example, this is the normal situations. So normal situation, normally our assignment is 20%, progress is 20, quiz 10, and final 50. So for example, if your assignment is 20%, we use 100 to mark your assignment. After that, we convert into 20%. So if assignment, you get 80, we convert 20% is 16.4. Your progress test, 75 out of 100, we convert to 20% is 15. Quiz, 90 mark out of 100, but we convert into 10% is 9. And for your final, 70 mark out of 100, but we convert to 50% become 35. So when you add up 16.4 plus 15 plus 9, 35, and equal to 75. So 75 just now is grade A minus. Okay, grade A minus. Grade A minus, the CGPA point is, the GPA point is 3.67. So that is how we calculate your GPA. Okay, for example, like these students English for learning, she scored 50 marks, BMAT 60, fundamental of computing 85, accounting principle 78, business communication 66, and BO 40. So you can see the range. Some of the subject this student did not so good, like 40, but some of the module she did very well, like 85. So in average, she still get the GPA of 2.77. So remember, that's not I mentioned, in order for you to get the PT/PTN, you need at least 2.0. So this student is eligible to get the PT/PTN. Okay. And okay, must sit for the, so this one is just a reminder, you must make sure you sit for the final exam. In order for you to sit for final exam, make sure your attendance is at 80%. And for your final exam, for every module, you must achieve of 40% and above to pass each of the subject. Okay, so e-learning, I'm sure that yesterday, Michael or Mr. Chai already briefed you guys about what is e-learning. So e-learning is our important platform where you get your lecture notes, assignments, and you can look at the announcement. So this is the link for e-learning. Then your user and password. So your username will be your student ID and your password will be like the one showing at the PPT slide. So make sure you do not change your password just in case you do not remember. So you can always keep the password and the username that is provided. So if you change your password and you don't remember, then you need to look for Mr. Chai for setting up your password, new password again, and it will be quite tedious. Okay, so after you log into your e-learning, you'll be seeing this. So username and password, so make sure you just plug in your EW, just now the username and the password that we provided, and then log in. Okay, so after login, you see the subject you will be taking for this semester. After you click in every module, you see things like this, the meeting ID and the password. So meaning that, so this subject, for example, this subject is my subject. I'm teaching this subject, I already set up the meeting ID and password. So for every subject, there is a unique meeting ID and password for the Zoom session. So meaning that, for example, my class is every Monday morning. So every Monday morning, you just click on this Zoom meeting ID and password to attend my class. Okay, so make sure. So this is for business organization class. And beside e-learning, we also have this students portal called the Go My Campus. Go My Campus is important for you to look at the timetable. So after the COVID-19, this timetable will be very important so that you know which classroom you'll be using. You can see your semester result, you can see your attendance, and you can see all the important announcement inside the Go My Campus. So Go My Campus, the username is your registered email address with them, and we provide temporary password. So this one, if you want to change, you can, because it's just a temporary password. So this is how our Go My Campus look like. So you mentioned Pluto student portal. So you just plug in your username and password and you can log in. Okay, next we look at the academic calendar for April sessions. So for lecturing week, we're starting on Monday. So it's on 6th of April until the 10th of July. So I hope that our COVID is over soon so that we can have face-to-face classroom. Our revision week is on 12th of July until 17th of July. Exam week, 20th of July until 31st of July. Make sure you do not travel during the exam week because there will be no replacement for your final exam. So that's why we are giving you this academic calendar. So you must make sure you are not going anywhere during your exam, but the final exam. So after the final exam, you have your semester break. So our semester break is from the 3rd of August until the 21st of August. So this is your timetable. You can download your timetable from our e-learning. So April 2020 intake normal. So this, from the timetable here, you'll be taking 5 subjects: account, principal accounting, business communication, BMATs, fundamental computing, and leisure studies. So you can download your timetable from the e-learning. Okay, for normal time, actually, when we conduct subject registration, it's like face-to-face. I'll ask you guys to fill in forms and you pass back. But due to COVID-19, this current semester, I'm going to register you guys in the Go My Campus without filling in all the forms. So only for this current semester. Okay, before we end the sessions, anything you want to ask? You can check. Okay, look at the chat room. Okay, I'm done with my presentations. So anyone want to ask anything, you can always check. You can always open the Zoom group chat. Everyone clear? Do you have any things that is unclear? You are doubtful? Clear? Okay. Wu Fei said she is clear. How about the others? Are you guys okay? Grace also said she is okay, clear. And for the program handbook, don't worry about the program handbook. It will be uploaded in the e-learning as well so that you can do your further reading. So for this semester, you guys just focus mainly on your coursework because it consists a really high percentage, and make sure you score very well. Okay, An Chen Hui said she is okay. How about the others? Andy, Winnie? Okay, Hui Ying said okay. How about the other students? Anything that you are unclear? How about Eric? Eric, are you clear with the presentation just now? Clear, good. Muhammad Azhar, are you okay? how about Connie Ling? Andy Chai said, can a group chat belong to DBA? You guys can create a group chat among yourself. That one can be arranged. Muhammad Azhar? Muhammad Azhar, are you still there? Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so if no questions, I will end the session now. So when your class starts, if anything you are unsure, you can always look for me. Okay, so I'll be ending the session now, and good luck on your class commencement on Monday. So I'll see you guys around. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.